Welcome to the Finding Mojo podcast. Watch and listen to conversations about humble beginnings, struggles, and victories.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm where I am right now, because I'm kind of stubborn. So no, I gotta do this.
Character development really did start when I cosplayed. You bump into troubles when you're younger, and then you realize, oh, I did wrong.
Featuring a healthy melange of guests from different walks of life.
We're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to land our feet on the ground and be part of society. Who are we in society? How can we be useful?
When it comes to youth, I don't know, if you're like 18 years old or 21, 22 years old, just go love a person, love what you do. When you get hurt, just accept it. It's all part of growing up.
Be inspired, get creative, and find your own mojo. The Finding Mojo podcast, powered by BSA Solutions, the place where bright minds meet. A certified great place to work.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Finding Mojo podcast. Of course, we're brought to you by your friends from BSA Solutions. We're a proud recipient of the Great Place to Work award for 2 years now. I'm a little hoarse, so yeah, it is what it is. My name is Nico, if you're wondering what's happening here. We have a very special guest in studio. You may have heard his voice every now and then in a lot of songs from their band, but I'm happy to note that there's another side to this guy that I think is even more interesting than his artist persona. Everyone, please help me welcome to the podcast. We have Kyle Wong of the Wonggoys. Hi, bro.
Guys. Hello.
May hapon,
May
senyor?
hapon, Pitsenyor.
Okay, Kyle, let's talk about you and your band, the Wonggoys. Of course, it's something that you can't like pick apart. That's pretty much you, like
Yeah.
all through and through, man. Let's talk about the band. Are you professionally taught, or did you learn the instruments yourselves? And how did you pick up on like, hey, I want to sing and play the guitar? How did you go about these things?
Well, as for me, I didn't really enroll myself with any what do you call those? The classes, guitar
Mhm.
classes or singing classes. But my brother, si Gabe, I'm not sure if, because we're 10 years apart.
Right.
So maybe when he was a kid, he went to singing classes maybe. But ako, personally, I learned how to play the guitar. I was inspired to learn to play the guitar and sing because my eldest brother, Gabe, had a band before. And we just watched him play live and then masuya me. So I just go home and go straight to my guitar, play my guitar. I treated the guitar as it was a toy. I literally played with my guitar. It wasn't like using my guitar. I wanted to go home to play with my guitar.
Would you happen to remember the first song you learned?
The first song I learned, it was the because I listened to what my brothers listened to.
Right,
So
right.
it was more of like probably like Third Eye Blind songs.
Yeah. Okay.
Or More Than Words.
Extreme. Okay.
More Than Words. Okay,
Okay,
that one.
that's I think a good parameter of. I think you learned guitar the right way, because a lot of the boys,
Yeah.
if you wanted to pick up the guitar, if you wanted to learn how to play guitar, that'll be one of the first
Yep.
few songs you would like.
And the first chord is always G.
It's always
The
a
G chord. Yep. So it's More Than Words.
more than words. All right, now, so you and Gabe are like 10 years apart. How about the Muni Billy? How?
Billy Boy is 3 years older than me. 2.5 siguro older than me. So, and then we have a sister
Mhm.
who's 5 years older than me, and I'm the youngest.
Have you always been like musically inclined? Was music always part of like the family? When you were like at home, is
Yeah.
the music always in the background?
I think so. Yeah, because my dad's side, medyo yabag na sila nga side, but they're really into music. They used to collect all these LPs, CDs, and my mother's side is more of the artistic side. So they're the writers, they're the theater
Right.
arts people. They uncles na ko that are in bands also. So it was a good mix.
It's a healthy melange, but
Yeah.
so always remember that just because you can't sing, or just because of this side of the family cannot sing to save their life, doesn't mean you cannot be musically inclined,
Yeah.
because you may not have like the singing ability, but you may have the aptitude to like know what good music is.
Yep.
So makatabla din siya, like really
Yeah.
helps out. Now, who got you guys into writing your own songs? Because that is a different ball game. Like, learning how to play instruments and singing along and playing along to these great songs you've heard, that's already amazing. But writing your own material, that's tougher.
That's a good question because honestly, I don't know who got us into writing, but
Okay.
as kids, we were really into creating. So, like for me, my favorite toy is mga Legos. So I really love creating. I love drawing. I'm not a really good artist in terms of drawing, but I can
Same.
draw. So we've always loved creating. In terms of writing songs, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I should ask my brothers. But uh ever since I was a kid, my favorite author is Dr. Seuss. So all rhymings, I love the pictures. So simple rhymes but very catchy. So from there I started writing similar like poems.
Right.
And then yeah, but in terms of someone telling us now you should write songs, I don't think anybody did.
Okay, during the formative years of the Wonggoys, was it like Gabe starting off with like a few lines, then you maybe making a melody of it, or was it the other way around, or is it more like the three of you pitching ideas?
So in terms of the Wonggoys as brothers, it's always usually me and Gabe. So I do the melody, I do a guitar riff. It starts with a guitar riff. Well, it starts with an idea like I want to write a sad song. It depends on your mood. So
Right.
if I want to write something happy, so I do a guitar riff and then I hum a melody. Then I let Gabe listen to it. Then he writes the lyrics.
Okay.
So most of the sound comes from me. Gabe writes down the lyrics. Then we just pitch in some words there to make it more, to beautify the song more. And then Billy Boy is like the cherry on the top, like icing the icing us.
Yeah.
Because like, guwapo man siya. So, siya mo yung makapagwapo sa cake. And then, mo yung fill-ins with the guitar. Yeah.
You know what? I think the beauty of you
Yeah.
as the Wonggoys, as the band, is that once you come up with ideas and everything, especially in your younger years, it's easy to come up with the songs because you all live in one house.
Yeah,
It-
that's true.
the accessibility is just there.
Yeah. Very convenient.
How has it changed now? Like
Uh,
Gabe has a kid.
yeah, 2-year-old. Turning 3 actually
Yeah.
this month. So, 3 years ago was when he moved out of the house.
Mhm.
And it has changed a lot in terms of the convenience of
Right.
like just going home and just telling your brothers na let's go write a song in the balcony. We always do it in the balcony. And then now we really have to schedule it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have a
Very
GC
different.
now. We didn't have a GC before, but now we have a group chat and we just okay, we're gonna write a song tonight or next week. So we really schedule it.
So it's more intentional these days.
Yeah.
Very intentional. But that's that's the sign of progress. You all they'll become family men.
Yep.
Gabe is already a family man. So these things you have to play into.
That's life.
Yes, it's an evolution of the band, so to speak. Now, you've put out music that resonates to a lot of people. What do you think is the one song that really resonates with a lot of people?
Okay, for
The one that gets the crowd
Mhm.
reaction.
well, I think our hit song "Why Blima" is it's the biggest song for the Wonggoys, and yeah, no doubt it's the biggest song because it's our first Bisaya song out, and for some reason, a lot of people relate to it. It's not just girl, boy, and plus plus plus,
Right.
but it's everybody. So we go. It's called "Why Blima," and well, everybody has problems, and we just for some reason it relieves their stress. And
Yeah.
for the basic the idea of the song is basically just for some time just forget about your problems, just rest, then you can deal with it better.
I like how the video was executed because really, really, it just shows you guys hang out lang sa balcony,
Uh,
have coffee, yeah.
Yep.
And then just relax and all the stuff. It's a perfect marriage of video and audio. So
Yeah.
and plus it's your first Bisaya song, so
Mm.
the accessibility is even like better because um we can't deny it. Bisagasa, even if you go like Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a Bisaya somewhere.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to Manila, I was thinking, how will I be able to communicate? I was like in elementary, like how am I gonna communicate? 'Cause when I don't really know how to speak Bisaya, then for all you know, when we went to the mall, the guard was Bisaya. When I rode the cam, the guard was Bisaya.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable, somewhere or somehow, the language will get to you,
Yep.
and that message is great, man.
But funny story about that though, because the inspiration of the song was Why Blima is a brainchild of a 13-year relationship.
Mhm.
My eldest brother Gabe broke up with his ex-girlfriend before after a 13-year relationship.
Okay, Val, that's
Then
pretty long.
he locked himself in his room for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then for some reason he went out. Me and Billy Boy in the balcony. He went to us and he was like, "Can I join you guys?" I was like, "Sure." Then we wrote the song. We did some. We celebrated life there also, and then we wrote the song after how many hours, and then for some reason it blew up. So
So see, even like the most depressing of situations, there's gonna be something positive that would come out of it, and good for you guys.
yeah.
That's a bounce back song. You
Yep.
think about it, it's a really good bounce back song. Okay, let's talk about the Wonggoys for 2025. What's in store? for you?
Wonggoys for 2025, we have a lot of plans actually, but it's not just writing songs. We're planning to release. Realistically, we're writing 3 songs right now, but realistically, we're gonna launch 2 singles.
Great.
One is a collaboration with It's Still a Secret.
Okay.
And one is just independently the Wonggoys. And we're working on music videos also for our previous songs. And we're doing more advocacy stuff as a band.
Okay.
So last year we released a song called Plastic. It's about
Oh, I love that song.
like saving the environment
Right.
basically. So this year we're planning to do more, not really more, but we're gonna join a lot of cleanups this year. Like we're gonna live the song. We're not just gonna, because we were like, okay, let's educate people about plastic. What do you call that? Plastic. And saving the environment.
Right.
Kutubra diha. Like it's just, and then what's next? So why not really live it?
Yeah.
And I think that creates more impact in terms of, because writing songs right now, it feels like okay, we're in the Tito phase already in terms of music.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Gen Zs and even younger who write songs. So it's a social responsibility, I think, as a band. You have to be responsible as to what you write, because kids are listening.
Right. Also, with the influx of artists like these days, the challenge is now to be heard.
Yeah.
There's so many artists. I'm telling you, like kahit lang panurok ba? And,
Yeah.
and these are from different genres too, and they have their own story to tell. They have their own message to share. So you guys being at the forefront of things, especially for Bisaya music and what have you. It's great that this is coming of age, really. Like you said, in the Tito phase, you wanna show more conscious,
Yeah.
conscious written
Because
songs. I would say.
music is very powerful. Like our tongues are very powerful. Whatever we write, someone's really gonna listen, and someone's gonna do whatever you're writing there.
It's funny, I noticed this. A lot of people are putting music out there, but if you become like big, if you become huge, not only will they scrutinize your look, they scrutinize the way you write songs, everything. Like they know, like it's big out there. People are like, why is he writing songs like this way or
Right.
that way?
Yep.
People nitpick on a lot of things these
So
days.
petty.
Petty, correct. Now here we go. I talked about this early on. We are gonna talk about Kyle big doing the big boy moves these
Yeah.
days because apart from him being with the Wonggoys, the two of you, Billy Boy and yourself, you're connected with IPI. This
Yep.
is not a sponsored post. This is not a sponsored podcast, but this is the reality of things. These guys are corporate men.
Yep.
I would have to say now. I wanted to ask you this like off cam, but I wanted to know this like while we're doing the podcast. I'd like to know exactly what you guys do at IPI.
Well, it's just me and IPI right now because Billy Boy is with Sun Pride, a
Okay.
sister company. They make holiday beef flow for
Right.
and I'm with IPI. I do innovations work. Like I'm an innovations head for IPI, so I do new concepts for IPI in terms of new product concepts for IPI down to its launching.
Oh.
Yeah. So I
So from birth, from
yes,
birth to like console.
from
Wow,
idea to
crazy.
launching. And then I do double hatting in IPI. I also head the international business for IPI, so for exports all around the world.
That is crazy. And so that basically was the reason why I remember this vividly around the pandemic. Billy Boy was also like distributing like canned goods and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And for yourself, you were like distributing like the alcohol, the
So-
soaps and everything. How was the pandemic for the both of you?
I think it's also a blessing in a way. Our products were essentials at that time.
Right.
And then you realize that at that time I'd say I was pretty stressed that time because it was a lot of hard work. You couldn't really go anywhere that time.
I think hard work was as an understatement for everyone as a
True,
as
true.
IPI.
So yeah, there were a lot of adjustments that time in terms of the working from home. It was
Yep.
our first time having that work from home setup. But I think it was for everybody.
Right.
But we also housed people inside IPI.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, 'cause
That's great.
We can't do like in and out ang mga tao. So and then the contamination happens and then you have to stop production. We were making alcohol 24/7. And there wasn't no shortage of alcohol,
Right.
but there was more of shortage of the packaging side.
Ah,
Yeah, so the bringing in of the bottles and
Right.
everything. There were so much ethyl alcohol, but ang packaging may na shortage. But other than that, I'd say I think I'm pretty grateful about it. It was a blessing because the business was doing good and we helped a lot of people in terms of we were saving lives basically.
True.
I just realized that after I was like, okay, that all those hard work and stress, it really paid off after when you realize that it really saved a lot of people from, there's a reason why people were hoarding alcohol. So,
The hoarding was hella crazy.
yep, that was bad.
It was bad, but I guess there's a silver lining to it. We are here.
Yeah.
It's an endemic already. It's
Is it still?
endemic.
Oh,
Meaning it's like
ah,
it's done.
And
It's like
okay,
endemic.
all right.
IPI has gotten even stronger. Matter of fact, our band was invited at one of your events
Oh yeah,
last year.
Yep.
Huge facility. I'm telling you, if you haven't been to the IPI, that was a Tingob, no?
Tingob, yeah,
Tingob.
Tingob Bandaw eh.
Tingob Bandawe. Huge facility, I'm telling you. 23 acres? Did they get there right? Or
Close to
26. Close.
I think more than 30.
Yeah, more than 30.
Yeah.
See, my math is bad, but the funny thing is when we got to the IPI facility, we were just right in the middle. We weren't even able to like go through the
Yeah.
entire facility. It was huge. What are the products that are being created there?
All of our
Everything,
products.
right?
Yeah. So from soaps, from Bioderm soap to Dr. Wong sulfur soap. Can I say brands?
Yeah, of course, please.
Casino ethyl alcohol, efficacent oil, omega painkiller, and all the other dishwashing from cooking oil to. So that's why we need that big of a space
Right.
to accommodate everything and everybody.
And if you're watching this podcast, if you heard all the products, these are products that a lot of us consume on a daily basis, all created in that one huge, humongous facility over at Tingo Mandaue.
Well, it used to be in different places,
Yeah.
but just a little bit before the pandemic, 2019, we moved from Mabolo. The main office was in Mabolo.
Yeah.
And then we moved everything to Tingog. So we closed some because we transferred it to everything in one place.
Was that for convenience? Was it for just to have everything in one spot, or what was the?
Yeah, it was a strategic thing to do in terms of logistics. We don't have to transport these products to different warehouses.
Yes.
So the warehouses are there. Just a couple meters away is the productions. It's all connected now. And you're near the airport, you're near the pier.
True.
Then our old land, most like for Mabolo, it's pretty a prime spot there.
Right.
So we're doing real estate also there. So it's a strategic move. really.
Wow. Let's talk about you now as a corporate guy. What do you think is the biggest project that you have handled and the one you're most proud of?
Well, I have a lot of, I wouldn't say biggest, but because biggest and most proud of is both different things for me. But
Okay.
I'd say, because I launch products, so I've launched so many products. So I think the most proud would be,
Or let's say top three. Let's say top
three.
three. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've heard of efficacent relaxant oil, like
Oh,
the roll
Oh
on.
yes, of course.
Yeah,
That was your brainchild.
yeah. That was back in
Awesome, man.
2018
Awesome. Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
So the small roll on, and I also made
See,
the.
Mar's clapping. Because she uses it. Okay, cool.
Thank you for bringing my future children to school.
What else? What else,
Uh,
bro?
Efficacent, the big roll on. I'm not sure. Efficacent boost. I'm not sure if we
Boost?
launched it last year.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
like the deodorant bottle where you massage yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have to check that out.
There's some bioderm variants like the intense coolness. Yeah, top three. So those are my top three.
That's crazy. You'd think that this guy is just hey, he's the guy from the Wonggoys. You never know. He actually launches products, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How young are you?
I'm 30.
At 30 years old.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That deserves a round of applause, man.
Thank
Okay. Let's talk about IPI. Let's talk about IPI and its secret sauce. What do you think is a secret sauce? What makes this all cohesive?
Mhm.
And what's that one thing that keeps this amazing business running smoothly?
Well, it's a secret, so I'm not sure if I should tell you.
I know.
I'm
But
just kidding.
yeah.
I think the secret sauce would be because I'm part of the third gen owners right now. So our first generation, who are our lolos, we call them angkongs. I think the secret sauce which we really maintain until now is really taking care of your people. Like currently, we have all close to 4,000 employees,
Wow. Okay.
and that's a lot of people.
Yes.
So the only way to make the business grow, oh well, you need to have good products. I think that those are the basic ones. You have to have good products, but how are you gonna make these products without people?
True.
So the main thing my lolo told us when they were still alive was his purpose of putting up IPI was really to provide jobs. Other than like making money, of course, because it's a business. You have to be sustainable, but it's really providing opportunities and jobs to Filipinos in particular. So now we're growing, and we're taking care of our people just as how he took care of his people. And if you ask IPI employee, we did a culture survey internally in the office. I was part of that project, and if they were to describe the culture of IPI in one word, majority of the answers were they just say family, because we treat everybody as family. Whoever you are in the company, we treat everybody as family. So we take care of everybody as if they were family.
it's funny because when we went to their event, we like I mentioned, my band played during one of their events. Being okay namang games because they had like a sabong. Like this part of IPI was all sabong.
That was our 65th anniversary.
Yes, that was a 65th anniversary. At this part, they had like a bingo social, something like that. And then
Yeah.
there were like bands playing at this part of IPI, and they had like huge tents where people had to like line up for food and everything. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like accounted for. Everyone had fun, and that's perfect. Like if they say IPI is family, I can definitely see that, and I saw that with my own two eyes. I saw a lot of people really did enjoy themselves. It was very inclusive
Yeah.
there. That I would have to say. So congratulations on IPI. Now heading into like 2025, what are other projects in store for you as part of IPI? Do you have other product launches coming soon?
So many actually, and we're planning to expand more globally also.
Great.
So that's one of my biggest projects right now, other than developing products and launching products this year. A lot of products this year will be launched, but I can't say yet.
Yes, of course, of course.
Uh,
Trade secrets.
and a lot of new territories. So we're kind of aggressive now in terms of expanding globally and locally in the Philippines.
That is amazing to hear. We talked about this. A little bird told me that's you. That you're going to be releasing a brand new song. Tell us more about that.
Well, I've been writing songs the past 3 years since we changed record labels.
Yeah.
I have solo projects even before, but now,
Oh yeah. Now that you touched a little bit about that. You've had like solo efforts. Can you give people ideas of songs you've released?
well, back in 2013, and it's Balay ni Mayang.
Hmm.
And then I have some featuring songs also with Lourdes.
Yeah, I love that
That's
song. Empty
Sheet.
Sheets. Yes.
I think just that, and some I just helped with more of co-producing some songs
Right.
and did some backup vocals with other artists. But right now it's really just me. Like most of my solo projects were more of featuring Kyle, or like for Balay na Mayang, it's Martina San Diego and Kyle Wong.
Yeah.
So right now, the one I'm gonna be releasing will be just me. And it's
Okay.
a very personal song. It's a love song. It's a cheesy song. It's about my girlfriend.
Miss Cebu ka, Miss Cebu.
Miss
Cebu.
Universe Cebu
Yeah, Miss Universe Cebu. There you go.
2025.
There.
So yeah, it's a cheesy song. I don't really wanna preempt the song, but it's gonna be out by February.
February. So this is in time of for the love month. so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. This song, will it have its own music video?
Yeah, we're working on it right now. I'm working on it right now because we went on a Euro trip last year, and this wasn't really part of the plan, but when I took some videos of her, and then I realized that sayang man ang videos na wala gi-upload. It was more of just Instagram stories. I was like, okay, this kind of fits the song. So I did some compilation of her videos, and it's a surprise.
Okay. Now, is it more challenging writing songs on your own, for your own, or is it more difficult pitching in ideas, being in a band? Which is more challenging?
More challenging would be in a band. Because like I can if it's just me, I can write it anywhere,
Right?
even when I'm at work. If something pops up, like a melody pops up, you can write a song instantly.
Yeah.
Compared to like scheduling it. Like we have
Yeah.
to write a song, I have an idea, I have to present it to my brothers, and then
Yeah.
we come up with something, or sometimes blank, you can't really write anything. So but when it's just you can write anytime, you can write whatever. But lesser ideas though. Like the advantage of writing with my brothers is that we can pitch in so many ideas,
Right.
and then
right.
find that sweet spot, like combine everything. Yeah, I think it's more challenging if it's with other people.
And like you said, the songs is due for release this February. But do you have other songs after this, like
Yeah.
single,
Yep.
like that you're about to release?
I have 3 songs that are ready for releasing. I'm just finding the right timing. But this has been ready for quite some time now, and I think it's about time that I release these songs.
Nice.
Just to keep me busy also with music, because music has always been a hobby or like more of a passion.
Yeah.
It releases stress, and it doesn't release stress. It relieves my stress from work.
Right.
So it's corporate, and then after 5:30, it's music.
And I think that's you're blessed to be in this position. Be able to marry both worlds.
Yeah.
Corporate, and you'll still be able to satisfy your cravings as an artist.
Yeah.
So that's great. I just have one more question, Kyle. Let's talk about the career hopefuls. I mean, BSA Solutions, we have a lot of virtual assistants that have been with us for quite a number of years. Some also aspire to be part of the company, and some of them are graduating very soon. Some of them are trying to switch careers.
Yeah.
Some are trying to figure out their footing in this corporate rat race. What's your best advice for those who are trying to figure out how they wiggle in this corporate jungle?
But I don't think I'm the best person to answer this, but I think my advice would be just find that balance, because like you can still pursue your music and also do corporate, just like what I do.
Right.
Maybe I'm just blessed enough to work in our family business, and we're kind of flexible with our time. Like for example, if we have a gig during the work hours,
Right.
that we can adjust a little bit. Like okay, I have a gig, I can't go to work. So we're blessed, Dia Pita. But other than that, I think you just have to find. Let's just say if you're a musician, you wanna do a corporate job, just find that corporate position or role that you can really balance your music and your corporate job, because both requires a lot of focus,
Right.
time, effort, and you don't want to be spread too thin with one thing.
At some point, the artistic side of you will really want to come out, even if you're in corporate,
Yeah.
even if you're handling complex jobs or what have you, that artistic side of you will really want to come out. So if you can, please don't suppress it. Give it time.
Mhm.
Let it nurture as well, because you'll never know. That artist side of you will come to a point where it will pay your bills, or at least help
Yeah.
you pay your bills too.
You can incorporate your creative side, your artistic side to your corporate
True.
work also. Like you can use all those skills for both your like music career, for example, for me, and my corporate career.
If Kyle can do it, then so should
yeah.
you. You can. You most definitely can, Kyle. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle, for of course joining us here at the Finding Mojo podcast. We have a little something for you. All right. Thank you. And of course, this most especially, we have some stuff, some goodies from BSA Solutions.
Right.
There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Pizzaignoro.
Thank you, BSA Solutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kyle. And again, this has been Nico for the Finding Mojo podcast. Of course, this podcast is brought to you by our friends from BSA Solutions. We are a proud recipient of the Great Place to Work Award for 2 years now. Y'all take care, and off you go to the next episode. See ya.
Welcome to the Finding Mojo podcast. Watch and listen to conversations about humble beginnings, struggles, and victories.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm where I am right now, because I'm kind of stubborn. So like, no, I gotta do this.
Character development really did start when I cosplayed. You bump into troubles when you're younger, and then you realize, oh, I did wrong.
Featuring a healthy melange of guests from different walks of life.
We're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to land our feet on the ground and be part of society. Who are we in society? How can we be useful?
When it comes to youth, I don't know, if you're like 18 years old or 21, 22 years old, just go love a person, love what you do. When you get hurt, just accept it. It's all part of growing up.
Be inspired, get creative, and find your own mojo. The Finding Mojo Podcast, powered by BSA Solutions, the place where bright minds meet. A certified great place to work.